Welcome back to the AI-MCP Agent Use Case Library. I'm George Snyder, one of the developers of the AI-MCP Agent platform, and in this walkthrough we'll build and deploy another real-world solution, start to finish, without writing any code. This use case is the Listing Description Writer, an assistant for real estate brokerages that drafts polished MLS property descriptions in the firm's own brand voice, pulls its facts from an approved glossary, and stays strictly within fair housing rules. Let's design it, look at the knowledge behind it, test it, and put it into production. Here's the agent in the Visual Designer. Reading left to right, the workflow starts, connects to a language model, draws on a knowledge base for the brand voice and property facts, adds a voice services task so it can also speak and listen, follows its writing instructions, and returns a finished listing. Every capability is a task on the canvas. There's no code to write. The knowledge base is what makes this agent both on-brand and compliant. It holds the brokerage's style guide, a library of prior listings, and an MLS field glossary, including the fair housing language rules that spell out what you may and may not say. Because the agent answers only from this approved material, it writes in the house voice and follows those rules automatically. Fair housing compliance isn't an afterthought. It's built into the knowledge the agent is allowed to use. Now let's test it. In the Test Agent panel, we ask it to write a listing for a 3-bedroom condo with a harbor view, and it drafts clean, on-brand copy, sourcing the figures from the glossary. Then we test its judgment. We ask whether it's okay to call a home perfect for families near great schools. It correctly refuses. That would be a fair housing violation, and offers compliant alternatives. Every turn is also metered. Opening the chat history shows the exact per turn cost, the model, the tokens, and the running session total. And finally, notice the voice control up top. With its voice task, this same agent can run as a voice agent too over WebSocket or WebRTC. Once we're satisfied, we operationalize it. Saving the agent publishes it with its own code, and it can be delivered in several ways. The first is an embeddable chat widget on the brokerage's intranet, exactly what you designed and tested, now running in production. A prospect asks for a listing on a harbor view condo, and the widget drafts clean, on-brand copy right there. Self-service, any hour of the day, for as many visitors as land on the page. There's another way to reach it too, the phone. Because this is an AI-MCP agent, the very same agent or a whole multi-agent team can connect to a standards-based SIP telephony provider and take real phone calls. It's all managed here in Telephony Setup, the provider, the phone numbers, and the call history. And for developers, it's available headless through our SDK to generate listings in bulk, one agent on the web, over the phone, or through code. So that's the Listing Description Writer, an on-brand, fair housing compliant copywriting assistant we designed on a single canvas, tested live, and delivered as a chat widget, a phone line, or headless through our SDK, all without code. Thank you for exploring this AI-MCP agent use case solution. I'm George Snyder, and I'll catch you in the next AI-MCP use case walkthrough.